So hello guys, welcome to my new video. So today we are gonna see the GFG problem of the day for 26th of our January. So the question says, given a string S consisting of only uppercase and lowercase characters, okay, this line is very easy to understand. The task is to sort uppercase and lowercase letters separately, okay. Try to understand this single line. The task is to sort uppercase and lowercase letters separately. They are not together, okay? Such that if the ith place in the original string had an uppercase character, then it should not have a lowercase after being sorted, okay? The question means to say, if I tell you with an example, okay, this is my original string. Suppose S, X, B, D, K, I, where D and K are in uppercase, okay? According to the traditional sorting method, if I get the sorted string as B, then D, I, K, S, X. This is the sorted string, right? But the question is a bit twisted. The question says that suppose on this index, first I am taking the index of this S. So if on this index there is a lowercase, then in the sorted string also that index should have an lowercase only. It can't have uppercase, okay? I guess everyone has got the question. Okay, if we see the second index of original string, it is a lowercase. Obviously, it's not sorted. But in the sorted string, according to the traditional sort, we get D here is uppercase, which according to the question doesn't sits in its place. So what I need to do is I need to catch the first smallest string character after B, okay, lexicographically obviously, alphabetically obviously, that is I here. So I needs to be shifted on the place of D. That's what is done in the answer string. Now if I go to B, like next character in my original string, it is also again a lowercase, and here also it is lowercase, but as I has been shifted here, the next string or the next character that has to be coming here is S, so S has came. Similarly, now next is our D, next is K. So now I guess you understood the question. Question is tricky, but for a brute force approach, it will be easy to go. So let's see what approach should we use here. We can create two strings. One string will be storing the sorted, okay, please take care of my words, the sorted lowercase, okay. So the sorted lowercase will be C, B, I, S, S and X. So same thing I have stored in my string 1, okay, and in the sorted string 2, okay, I am storing the uppercase, okay. So what does my uppercase contains D and K, and that's what is stored here. These both are sorted, okay, please keep in mind these both are sorted. And at last what we are going to do, we are going to check the new string, the original string, whether on that index if the character is from small a to small z, lower a to lower z, we are gonna shift first index or the index which is going on currently to a new string, okay, to a new string. That means string 3. If I take here string 3, which will be my answer string, so here it will be okay. So first index, as it is lowercase, I need to shift the I need to come to the string 1, so B should be shifted. Second is also a lowercase, so I need to again check from string 1, I will be shifted. Third is again a lowercase, so again from this S. Fourth is a uppercase. So now come to string 2, but there will be a new index starting, okay, the first letter of the new string 2. That means we need to keep an index for this individually and this individually, okay, and obviously a loop will be going on for checking the index of the original string. So this will check whether original strings index is uppercase, it has checked. So we are gonna come to string 2, we pick up this D, capital D. So capital D is picked up, it's placed here. Again it sees that, yeah, again there is a uppercase, so again it goes to string 2 and it picks up K. Again it sees that now it is a small, and the last letter remains in the string 1, so that is push, and this is what the final answer we get. So that's a pretty easy technique and brute force approach. So come on, let's see. So first what I have done is we have the original string, we don't need to create anything. Two sorted string we need to create, okay, in which one will be storing the lowercase and one will be storing uppercase, obviously, and a string which third string which will be storing your answer. So come on, let's without wasting time, I will be we have where we have all the three strings created, that is needed here. We need to store the lowercase into s1 and uppercase into s2, right? So let's use a for loop, and in for loop it will be iterating through the whole original string, right? So it will be starting from 0 to n size. It is given actually in the argument itself, n is given, so we don't need to create any such variable. So now we store okay, now we need to check condition. If str, that is the original strings index, if it is greater than small a, okay, and it is less than or equal to z, small z, okay, if this is the case, what I need to do is s1 dot, I will use pushback function because this works in string also. So s1 dot pushback the str of I, the index of I. So what it will do now is it will catch the first first index of the original string. It is small d, so it comes here. It checks, yeah, this condition becomes true, and in s1 d gets inside. So now our s1 has d alone. Similarly, it will iterate second time, e will also go, then f will also go. It is not sorted, okay. First of all, we need to store everything, then we can sort it out. So now s1 will be storing all the small letters. Similarly, there will be a condition for else condition which will be storing the uppercase, okay, in the string 2. So yeah, so now s2 contains the uppercase characters like r, then t, u, x, and I. Okay, so now this is done. Now our both s1 and s2 are prepared. Okay, now the next step comes is sorting the string. Okay, sorting s1 and s2. Come on, let's sort it out. As we know that we have already a predefined function sort, I'm gonna use that s1 dot begin comma s1 dot end. So yeah, this will work out. I'll just copy this and I'll paste it, and I will give it as s2s. Okay, yeah, so now our both the strings are sorted as well. So we have completed yes, all these steps till here, new till here all the steps are completed. Now just we need to check whether this index, the original strings index, if it is lowercase we use s1, if it is uppercase we use s2, right? That's pretty simple thing. Just use this for loop again, because here already you are checking, we have already kept two conditions, so why to use anything new? So it will check whether str of I is in the range of small lowercase a to z. If it is, then we will, in the third new string, I'm gonna push back. As I told you, we need a new index which will be running throughout string 1 and a new iterator which will be running throughout string 2. So let's declare that also. Let's declare those two variables. I'm going to declare it as int lower index, because this will be the index for the lowercase string, and one will be upper index which will be running for s2 upper index. Okay, okay, so I will give a comment so that it's understandable. So this will be s2 iterator and this one will be s1 iterator. Now that's pretty easy to come to know whether what is this upper index and lower index. So I'm gonna push, okay, upper index lower index here, because this is for lower, right? Small a to z. So yeah, and we need to increment obviously lower index to plus plus, right? So yeah, okay, and the same thing we need to perform for, if the uh, character is uppercase, then in S3 the new string we need to push back. Yeah, we need to push back S2 of upper index, right? S2 of upper index this time. Please, please, please. This is a little bit confusing, but don't get confused why this lower index and upper index are being used. Because see, I will tell you, just 1 second. I will tell you, if there is a common iterator between all the three question string, then new string 1 and new string 2, just see, I check this first letter. Okay, so first will be pushed in the new string. Second letter is also pushed in the string. Third letter is also pushed in the string. Till here, I get the correct answer BIS. But now when it checks the fourth letter, that is D, and that is capital, right? Here my I is 0, 1, 2, 3. It comes here, it tries to picks up the third index. Is there in third index? No. That's why we need individual index for both our string 1 and string 2. Okay, as soon as I push small b into the string 3, I need to increment that index to 1, so that now it comes to I, right? So this logic same for string 2, and that's what we are doing here. I am giving it a increment of 1, so that as it pushes one character, it increments itself. Same for this, and okay, all these things. So S3 now is ready, the new string is ready with our answer. And now if I give a return statement, I return S3. Okay, so yeah, everything is looking fine. Let's try to run it out and check. Sorry guys for a very small mistake. Actually, in my if condition, in a flow, I was writing a for loop. So sorry for that. Actually, I need to check whether my the index is greater than equal to a, that is the small case, lower case, and it should be less than small z also. So this is a perfect condition, children. Similarly, I have implemented this here, so please don't get confused. That was in a flow. Okay, so now if I give it a run, it's working fine, and let's try to submit this solution out. It will actually get submitted, because the time complexity here that is specified is n log n, which will work great for both the sorting also and this for loop also. So yeah, so this was the logic which can be used, brute force logic, which can be used to solve today's problem. I hope you understood well. If there is any doubt, just ping me on the comment section. So let's meet in a next video of GFG.